everybody, welcome back, and thanks for coming back to the channel. I really appreciate it. Today I'm going to talk about white crane. We're going to start into some white crane series. White crane is an amazing art, and you can develop a lot of great skills to help make your movement, your power, your flexibility much more dynamic. It adds a lot to martial training. The biggest thing that it helps with is relaxation. When I teach beginners and we're going through movements, I always see them trying for a lot of power, and it makes them really stiff and rigid, and they're already quite frequently not flexible. And that's all the stuff that white crane fixes. White crane is such a significant art. The entire style of karate is developed from the white crane system of Kung Fu. Today, let's talk about the relaxation aspect of white crane. It doesn't mean that we're absolutely limp. One of the things that white crane does is it strikes with a flick, mimicking the wingtips snapping out and striking, which a lot of times they'll cover and then strike in with their beak or their feet. But this concept of snapping out, relaxed with the hand in a whipping type of fashion really only works if the person is completely relaxed. Now, it's not limp like a wet noodle to where you're banging the elbow joint loosely, like slamming the door to the complete opening of its hinges till it breaks out of the door frame. You're keeping just enough presence in the elbow and in the hand, the wrist, that you're extending out and then snapping it back before it whips out loosely and starts causing damage to the wrist or the elbow or the shoulder, the neck, all the above. It's nice and loose, and it extends the power just like the jab, which can be snapping and flicking. They even call some of the jabs flicking jabs. It's going to shift from the hips and extend out and then whip back. The idea is the whip back twice as fast as it's extended. So it comes back quickly after snapping into its target. And that looseness, if you turn that into a punch, will help put power and really good force into just a simple snapping jab. So that flick, striking out. Thinking again, hitting with the same two fingers that you'd hit with the same two knuckles, snapping into the eyes, above the eyes, into the temples, the ears, maybe into the throat, all of that for snapping. The focus isn't on the extension and the power, it's on the recoil and recovering from the strike. So snapping it out, but really focusing on getting that pull back. A lot of times, if people are having a lot of difficulty with this strike at first, I have them just reach slowly, pull back as fast as they can, and pull back that way. And then I have them speed up that whole process just a little. And then even more. This will also translate into defensive moves where you're blocking out real quickly, blocking and covering as strikes are coming in. You don't want to hit with force and be super solid, because if it's a leg coming in, it's just going to jam you up and eventually hurt you. So you want to use this relaxation to strike and snap back, pow, and snap back. And that'll work whether you're blocking to the outside, blocking low, or blocking in, covering or just ducking as strikes are coming in too. It'll also work for the side hand strike. Hitting out and snapping it back in. Thinking of hitting like the temple area or the throat area and striking in. That slow out and really fast back. That's some of the most important skills, and you don't see that a lot even in karate, even though that's one of the essences of white crane that was so important to take into karate as karate was being developed. And the most skilled practitioners I've ever seen in karate classes were the ones that got the concept of relax and be able to strike and recoil, recover, but get that snap that's famous in the white crane when it's using its wings. Good luck with your training. I'll see you soon.